Welcome back, everyone. Great to have you here today on episode 16 of the Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast. We are dedicated to helping you build the career of your dreams. It's all about deciding what you want and then being able to create that in your life. So step by step, really every single week, we're going to give you one more element, one more facet to building the passionate career that allows you to live your purpose. So today is being able to grow your actual client base, but also your online community or your local community and audience. And the reason why that's important is that you always want that to be growing, because the more services that you have, the more that your products that you have, the more that you want to promote, the larger you want your audience to be. Because if you have a message that means something, you want more people to be able to hear it. Because why wouldn't they want to hear it when you're able to give your knowledge, your expertise to them that could dramatically change their life for the better? So there's really only one way that I've seen to be able to do this, and it's use something that I call the KLT Formula. Now, I certainly didn't make this up, but I'm calling it the KLT Formula for short, and that is allowing people to first, and we'll go over this first, is to begin to get to know you. So I'm going to teach you right now. I'm going to go through the 3 steps, but I'm going to take you through how to grow your audience, how to grow your community in a realistic standpoint. People always want to give you tricks and things like that. They never end up working in the long run. All these different hacks and tricks. You really want something that's been tried and true for the long term, so that no matter what the next social media platform is, right, you're going to be able to use it in a way that's honest, where you have integrity, and that you're going to be able to connect with clients in a community that you'd actually want to work with. That's such a big thing that nobody ever seems to talk about. But you have to understand this, is the first part of this is your clients or future customers, they have to know that you exist. So many people want to build these big businesses, whether it's a product or a service. And they say, oh, well, I only need 100 customers, or well, if you want 100 customers, then you really need 1,000 or 10,000 people following you. Because you have to understand is that maybe 10% will want what you offer. Well, if you need 100 people, then you really want 1,000 people that you're connected to. Okay, there's a great article by Kevin Kelly called 1,000 True Fans. That's a really nice one. He basically says, and I'll link that up today, so if you want to go to ihp.coach/016, we'll link that up. But what Kevin Kelly says is that if you get 1,000 people, like 1,000 true fans, that really read all your material or watch your videos, etc., that you'll be able to make $100,000 a year. And that's a great living for most people, getting to do what they love and sharing so much of their knowledge. But you won't get those 1,000 people if they don't know that you exist. And you might say, well, of course, right? That makes sense. But does it, right? Are we acting in accordance with that knowledge? Sometimes we know, but we don't necessarily act on. So it means that you really want to make sure that you're more omnipresent. And what does that mean? Well, it means that wherever your customers are, you're at. So when I first opened my very first body transformation studio, which was fitness, it was nutrition, it was all sorts of great things to start there, we knew that the majority of our potential clients shopped at Whole Foods. So we talked with Whole Foods, and on Sundays, this is going back some years now, we said, hey, can we set up a table near checkout where we could offer some flyers and answer people's questions, et cetera, on healthy eating and things that they could purchase at Whole Foods? And they said, yes, the store manager loved it. So why did we pick Sunday? A lot of people do food shopping on Sundays. So we got in front of thousands upon thousands of people. How many of those people were interested? Maybe 10. That's okay. 10 clients is a lot of clients if you're a personal trainer, right? So if you get 10 clients and they're training with you once a week or twice a week, I mean, you're looking at another 10 to 20 sessions a week. You're looking at another 40 to 80 sessions a month. That's a lot of sessions. And you get to what? You get to connect with them. And you know, if your customers or Whole Food customers, or your potential clients are, great place to meet with them. Well, what about online? What if you're doing something online? Well, you need to make sure you know where they are. If your potential customer or client is 65 years old, then they're probably not on YouTube. right? So do you want to invest all your time in YouTube? Probably not. They might be on Facebook, right? They might be on Facebook, so you're going to meet them there at Facebook. Probably not going to be doing videos on TikTok for your 65-year-old client. So you need to know where they are. And then you need to do what? You need to provide some level of value to them. So even at that Whole Foods table that we had, what do? Have any questions on your health? Have any questions on nutrition? Looking for a specific recipe? How can we help you first? And we would do body fat measurements. We would answer people's questions. We provided value up front. Well, online, it's easy to do. I am trying to provide value to you. I don't need anything in return, but I'm trying to provide value to you. And then maybe in the future, if you're interested in joining or whatever we might offer, well, then maybe you might say yes. It's not why I'm doing it. What I'm doing it right now is to provide value. I'm a believer that the more value you put out there, the more people that you're able to enrich their lives. The law of reciprocity means no matter what, good's going to come back to you. That's it. So if you do that and you really believe in that enough and you know the people that you're trying to serve, you can go out there and you can get in front of them. That is how people know you. That's how they begin to discover you. But you have to be there. And you have to know where they are. So don't think that you have to use every social media platform. You don't. We just started going on YouTube. We should have done it before, but we just started going on it. It's okay, right? I should have did it 10 years ago when I was already doing it for other companies, right? They grew huge. I didn't grow anything. I didn't grow an audience there. It would have been nice for me to do that 10 years ago, 12 years ago, but it's okay to start today. That's what I'm sharing with you right now. So what I want you to do is make sure that you are trying to get out there in some way daily or at least 3 times a week in front of them. Doesn't mean creating a daily podcast or daily videos, but it does mean that you can write a post or something helpful that might take you 20 minutes of your time that you can post online so that you're staying in front of more people. And again, like if you're like me, again, my head's always in the clouds. It really is. Like I'm a dreamer. I'm also a researcher, but my mind is not typically on, oh, let me go check out what's happening on social media. Now, a lot of people are, which is good for them. But for me, I need to set alarms. So if you're similar, set an alarm on your phone. Mine will go off right around noon. Oh, check social media. Post to social media. And the great thing is, as you start to get busier and busier, I write my social media posts ahead of time. I do these videos ahead of time, but I have great team members that then can post that. So think about it that way. And again, if someone ever leaves a comment for you, reply back, right? Reply back. When I first started my podcast, we didn't mention it's Equal Life now, but back then it was Equilibrium Nutrition. We didn't mention the company name for, I think, 9 months. Didn't mention it. It was all about just providing value, because it's part of my mission. So if it's part of your mission, you're going to do it anyway because it feels right. It's in alignment with you. All right, the next part to this is what? It's like. First, you need to get your ideal client. And if you don't know about your ideal client, please listen to this episode. Let me grab it for you right now. It is episode 006. All right. So go to ihp.coach/006. That's choosing your niche and creating your ideal client avatar. So definitely do that. All right. So in order for your client to one day connect with you, work with you, or a customer to buy from you, yes, they need to know that you exist, but they need to like you in some way. Most of the time, 90% of the time, you usually purchase from companies that you like, all right? Or you purchase or you work with people that you like. So if you don't really like your personal trainer, your nutritionist, your health coach, they have to be absolutely unbelievable for you to work with them. But it's just much easier and much nicer if they actually like you or your products or services well, not just that they're the best in the industry. If you can make them the best or top 1% and they like you or your product, well, that is a home run. That's really what you want, because then at that point, they're going to share your services or your product with 4, 5, 6 other people. And that's really how you get to do more of what you already love. That is how you expand your business. You do something great. You offer a great service. You have a great product. People know about you. Then they decide to make the leap and purchase your service or your product. They love it. They don't just like it. They love it. They love you. And they tell other people about it. That was really that was the secret to our success with both of my Boston practices. It was me leading a team. I think we had probably 20 people or so on that team. And what I always focused on was do right by the customer, do right by the client. Create a package of services, whether it was for personal training, for wellness-based massage, for functional medicine, for nutrition, many other services as well. Whatever it is, make it the best out there. That's it. Meaning like, so maybe there were other practitioners as good as us, or maybe even better. But let's create a service package that wows the client. Let's give them something that they wouldn't typically expect. So that's what we did. That's what we set out to do, so that we could then grow ourselves. We could learn more ourselves, get more experience ourselves, and just keep helping people, but really try to give them the best experience possible. And now we try to do that online as well over at Eco.life. We try to provide the very best service possible. We try to open source our labs. We try to open source all of our protocols. We don't charge a penny more for shipping. We give you exactly what it costs. It's real-time shipping internationally as well. We try to give away a lot of my favorite products. So that's what we do. I mean, that's our goal. It really is. And so if you always do well, I think that not everybody will be happy. We can't make everybody happy. But what we try to have to do is we can do our best. And people typically will enjoy that. So it's really, really important. But don't compromise who you are to try to get people to like you. I've seen people do things that aren't genuinely them because they think that's what people would like. So I can't recommend that. Don't act like someone that you believe would get more clients or customers. Don't do that, right? Don't be that person. And the last thing I'll say is this, that a lot of people end up connecting with people through video or through social media and following them because they love their journey. They're inspired by their journey. They want to be more like that person. They want to do more of those particular things. And I do that myself. There are people that I follow, that I watch their videos, whatever it might be, and I'm like, that's pretty amazing. Like, I love what they're doing. I love the lifestyle that they're talking about. Now, maybe they're living it, maybe they're not, but it inspires me. So I love being inspired, and a lot of people will like that person. They'll follow their journey, and maybe even get one of their services or go to one of their events. I know that I've done that before. So again, get people to first know you, know that you exist, and then you're not going to get everybody to like you. That's okay, but do something remarkable where people are like, you know what? I like that, right? And they want to learn more. Okay. Now, the last part is this. It's about trust. Great to get people to know you exist. Doesn't matter though, right? How many people out there with 1 million person following? Doesn't really matter. I'm going to get to that in a second. Nothing ever comes of that for their business, for their message, whatever, because they got it in a kind of fuzzy way. We'll put it that way. People might like them, but they don't really like them. They like to be entertained by them. So the trust is this. We're not talking about being just like an influencer online. We're talking about someone that provides a service. If you're an integrative health practitioner, you provide a service. You are helping people get well, lose the weight, or reverse that aging process. That is a service you are providing. And maybe it's to your niche, children, to pregnant moms, to 65 plus, to men over 40, like whatever your niche is, okay? If you're a personal trainer, you are providing a service. If you're a massage therapist, you're providing a service, right? So, good. If you have an online-based product, what does that product provide? What's the benefit? Make it great, okay? But you're going to have to make sure that you are a trusted authority. That before people purchase from you, they want to trust you first. Now, this is oftentimes like a limbic or subconscious-based feeling. They need to believe you. How do you get people to believe you? A lot of it through is the know and the like. When people saw us in the back of Whole Foods, not in a t-shirt, too many personal trainers wearing a t-shirt. No, you wear a collared shirt, you wear a polo. You wear something that shows that you take yourself seriously, that you're a professional. All of our massage therapists, polos, khaki pants, professionals. Again, khaki pants doesn't really matter, but like professional pants. They're not in sweatpants. They can wear shorts, professional shorts if it's hot, but they're dressed as professionals, okay? They're showing themselves as an authority. Now, should dress matter? Maybe, maybe not. But depending on your clientele, we were working with a higher level clientele. Clean, professional, polite, those are things they want. Now, you don't have to be those things, but if you want to work with those clients, you should begin to understand what they want. Really, really important. Now, if you write articles, if you post online, if you create educational-based videos for free on Instagram, on Facebook, or on YouTube, or wherever, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to look at this person over time as saying, oh, they have another video on leaky gut, on environmental toxins, on cleaning up home products, on children's health. They're going to say, oh, this person has a lot to share. And if they're sharing this much for free, imagine what else they could share if I was this person's client. That's what people are starting to think. And that's a good thing because you have a lot more to share, right? And you can customize it more for them. But it's also why I want to share this, because there are a lot of people out there making, and I'm not against TikTok, right? I'm not against Instagram Reels or anything. I'm against making silly dance-based videos because you're trying to get more likes or more followers. Because if you are a serious integrative health practitioner or health professional, fine to make those videos every once in a while. There's no doubt about it, because it can break up also a lot of the seriousness of your other posts. But if that's the majority of your posts, people are following you because they like to watch you dance. That is not going to lead to any increased clients or customers of your products. You are not an authority because you're making silly videos and, dancing around. And again, it's not like I'm against that. I'm not against that. I'm not against it. But you have to understand, if you think of your clients, who are your clients? Think about that. Are they people with a certain amount of means? Are they able to afford a $99 per week session as a personal trainer or massage therapist or acupuncturist? Are they joining you as an integrative health practitioner for $290 for one appointment a month? What are they doing? Are those people really going to see you as an authority? Are they going to pay you $290 a month for you doing, dance videos online? I don't know. I think that they're going to say, they're going to watch a video. And again, you can do that every once in a while because it's good just to relax and show a funnier side of you as well, because people can get to like you as well. Okay, so that's okay. But they're probably going to want to know, oh, this person just taught a video on parasympathetic nervous system-based breathing, on the value of running a food sensitivity lab, of working on intestinal permeability by removing gluten from the diet. That is the person that they're going to invest in, or the product or protocol that they're going to invest in. So I just want to be careful, because I see too many people out there trying to become popular, trying to become these big influencers, which does not actually lead them towards their goal. So if you're someone out there that has a mission of spreading a particular message and then having people engage with you for a certain set of services or products that will then enrich their life, just make sure you're using the KLT formula, which is the know, like, and trust that you've probably heard about. What I did was simply format that and frame it for health professionals out there. And I believe by doing this, it will help you get more clarity as to when you post, where you're posting, what you're posting, and how you're reaching people out there. So hopefully this show was helpful. Again, I'm always open to your comments. This podcast is all about you. How can I help you grow as a health professional? That's really what it's all about. So thank you so much. Always feel free to share this with friends and colleagues. They can head on over to ihp.coach/podcast. Or for today's show, with those additional links and podcasts, we will link up below in the Kevin Kelly article on the 1,000 True Fans by going to ihp.coach/016. Take care, everyone. We'll talk with you later in the week.